Hi everyone, this is Sunette, and in this soul video, we are continuing our walking into and through the word appreciation. Now, as we've explained, the redefining and living of words process, I've also got another interesting visualization for you today. And this is going to be sharing a little bit of how I've come to create, the living expression and experience of me through and with words. And in this, how words in themselves also came alive, inside of me as parts of me that is living, alive, and expressing, and really embodying, in a way, parts of me. What does that mean? Like in having a look at the word appreciation, all right? So in starting the word appreciation, let's start with the visualization, okay? Now, when you start defining a word, to me, it felt like here I am in this dark space, all right? And the word appreciation in blue, capital letters, is standing right in front of me. So it's just me and the word appreciation. And it was like in my defining process, it felt like I couldn't, walk into the word. I couldn't almost embrace the word. I couldn't let the whole word become a part of me, my being, my living, my everyday life. It was like every time I walked, toward the word, it was more like I was walking into it, And that was where I obviously learned what my definition of appreciation was when it came to always expecting it or wanting it or needing it from others. And once I walked through those layers and, the word started, you can say, now visualize it, the word starts changing colors. So it goes from blue to white, right? Now this word is a blank slate. So got the word capital letters appreciation right in front of me, blank slate. So every time I walk almost into the word, into any one of the letters, it feels like I'm walking into this white empty room, So now starts the process of defining or redefining and living. Redefining and living, which is where you now decorate, if you will, this space, this blank slate of a word as you, with your awareness, your decision, you in a way, now for the first time, getting a feel for the word and yourself in relationship to the word. So now it's like you walk into each letter and I can, in a way, take you into almost a room, where I can show you memories and moments of how it is that I had come to redefine and live this word. When you, for example, you walk through an art gallery and you've got all the paintings on the wall. But now, if I assist and support another person, for example, with the word appreciation, I walk them through my memory gallery. Right? My memory gallery, meaning take them through my word appreciation as me, and I speak to them, I show them, I share with them how it is that I have redefined and lived this word. So it's not just like this picture memory that's there. It is an actual process that I can walk them through that they can see for themselves. So it's almost like they're walking through my appreciation real-time live art gallery, and they get a real visual of the process experience that I've walked within and through the word appreciation. Now it is quite something, because not only that, it's like when I've been walking through the word appreciation and understanding what it means to appreciate me in my values, my worths, my independence in who I am as an individual. Here also in each little letter, of the word appreciation, in each art gallery, real-time live art gallery, there's also doors. Now, these doors can lead into new words. But now what is also quite interesting is it's not like it's something that is preordained. or set, where as you define the word appreciation, you are going to walk into the word trust or the word value or the word worth. It is for each one different. I mean, I have walked with an individual where I shared with them, and there's two different extremes, where I shared with them the word appreciation and my history with it and how I've changed myself in relation to it, and then how the words value, worth, trust, came from it. I mean, essentially expanded from it, fountained from it. And for them, they more linked with the word appreciation. For them, it was more the word's depth, the word's intimacy, the word's relationship. So again, showing each one in this process how you really have the creative directive principle of yourself, your everyday life, who you want to decide to be within you and how you want to live that. So for me, for example, walking into and through the word appreciation, coming, and walking through a door, I realized, after walking and living and applying the word appreciation for me, I found that the more I supported myself in those moments of practicing appreciation unto me, the more I realized I could also trust myself in those moments, in those applications, in the moments where, for example, let's say appreciation was in relation to me recognizing how constant and consistent I could be with, deciding to, for example, something simple as in succeeding to finally get through a fear that's been haunting me for most of my life. And just appreciating the fact that, hey, I've stuck through thick and thin with myself, through the hard times and the good times, and trying to walk through this fear. And looking back, I just one day realized, wait a minute, but I'm not scared anymore of this thing or this point, because I used to have this real, interestingly enough, worst case scenario that would come up. It was a very interesting program in relation to whenever someone would come close to me, intimately, where I'd start developing a real intimate, deep, long-term relationship with them, whether it be friendship, partner, that, goodness gracious, first thing that would come up in me are these massive fears about losing them, and then worst case scenarios goes into, all sorts of directions. And I was like, I got to a point where I don't want to start relationships in this way, and so it took me quite some time to, in all the relationships that were intimate and deep with me, to walk through my fears, forgive all the worst case scenarios, let them go, and decide, okay, if this relationship is going to be me more in worst case scenarios and fears and defined as that, rather than me seeing the value, the worth, and always creating something more in this relationship, see what I appreciate about myself, about them, the gifts of each day. And then at the end of each day, I would find a way where I would look through my day, and before, for example, we go to sleep, and this is in a partnership relationship where I would look at the day and be grateful and be thankful and say thank you and express my gratefulness and share myself. So after some time, I realized one day, wait a minute, when last did I think of a fear here? When last did worst case scenario come up in me? And it's those moments there that I go into that gratitude, the appreciation of me, of the fact that, yes, I've done this. And, just appreciating those moments where it got tough and appreciating myself within that and knowing, okay, I've got this, I can do this. No matter how long it takes, I'll get through something. And now the more and more I started applying that and practicing that, similar ways of application of transcending a fear or an emotion or, an anger or a habit or an addiction or a pattern and things like that, I started trusting one thing within me. And that is that when I am in front of a challenge, through my ups and downs emotions and all over the place, and sometimes chaos. And sometimes it's the good moments. I'll be there. I'll make it through. I'll find a way. And I must just now, to assist and support me sometimes when things get tough or challenging, just go to that space inside myself when I remember and remind myself that, look at all those moments that you've gone through. You can do this one as well. All right, everyone. So it's like having a look at also allowing yourself to be flexible with defining, redefining, and living words. Flexible in the way of, if you have a look at my process, it is purely an example for everyone. An example meaning in having a look at how appreciation led to worth and value, independence, trust. So have a look at starting with appreciation for yourself, self-appreciation, starting simple, starting basic, and don't already beforehand look at thinking about, okay, what word is going to come next. This is the beauty of redefining and living words. It's like the next living word, the next part of you, the next expression of you will open up, will emerge only when and as and during you are walking the redefining and living of a word. Because if you try and do it beforehand in your head, you're just accessing, again, a level of knowledge and information, which is not here in the physical living at all. So first, live a word, take it one by one. And the more you become comfortable and confident in this process, the more words you'll find you'll be able to redefine and live at the same time. All right, everyone. So we'll go to here for this video. Hope that some of these dimensions will assist and support in just expanding in your process of understanding, redefining, and living words. And in the next video, we will continue with how I have seen, words become alive within me, like lively parts of me. And, how sometimes you can even play with drawing a word for yourself. If you would symbolize a word for you as a part of you, how would you draw it? How would you symbolize it? How would you express it? What colors would you use? It is so extraordinary how much we have missed of ourselves and life and living just because of our relationship with words. And I'm looking forward to everyone experiencing, as much as I have, the gift in redefining and living words. Thank you very much.